Ryan Garcia and Joe Gossen have now parted ways with each other, and to be quite honest with you, it is not a bad move on Ryan's behalf. In the biggest fight of his career, Joe Gossen was giving Ryan Garcia absolutely no useful corner advice whatsoever. I still do not understand how a Hall of Fame coach doesn't tell his fighter to keep his foot on the outside of Tank's lead foot due to him being a southpaw. I mean, that's something you usually learn from day one. At the end of the day, the fighter is the one that makes his decisions in the ring, but usually the coach is there to guide him. That's what he's there for. And I didn't see much of anything from Gossen. The little advice that Joe Gossen did give Ryan Garcia didn't even listen to him. So maybe Ryan Garcia was feeling himself a little bit too much, but he clearly was not listening to Joe Gossen. So he doesn't need a guy like that in his corner, a guy that he's not even gonna bother listening to. Also, whether this is true or not, I'm not 100% sure, but I did hear that Ryan only trained with Gossen twice a week, and the rest of the time he would train at his home gym with his brothers. Also, Ryan Garcia looked like the same upright, stork-like fighter he'd been. There was no change. He did not look any different. Still doesn't understand how feet placement works when fighting a southpaw. Still keeps his chin up in the air. Still gets sloppy. I mean, Joe Gossen, he tried what he could, but Ryan Garcia, he just wasn't going to learn anything with him. And look, we all know he's an all-time great trainer. And seeing that Ryan was just not improving whatsoever, that just goes to show you he wasn't applying what was being taught to him, and he wasn't listening. He's just not the guy to motivate Ryan Garcia. He just isn't. I don't know who it is, but it's definitely not Joe Gossen.
I am sorry. Are you okay?
In other boxing news, Devin Haney is only staying at 135 for Stevenson or Tank after the Lomachenko fight. As happy as this makes me, and as much as I want to jump for joy, I cannot overlook Vasily Lomachenko. If he has one more good performance in him, he fucks around and beats Devin Haney, then guess what? Devin Haney's gonna want the rematch, and by the time that happens, if he does beat Lomachenko, by then he probably can't make 135 very healthy anymore and moves up to 140. I'd hate to think that Devin Haney is looking past Lomachenko, but it certainly feels like he is. That's a very costly mistake. Loma can still fight. He's not as old and as washed up as you think he is. He's got a lot left in the tank, and although I'm picking Devin to win this fight decisively, it really wouldn't shock me if Loma pulled it off. Focus on Lomachenko first, man. Then worry about the other guys.